The Victor Black Masterclass presentation is brought to you by...
Okay, and then slap your palm on top of that. Just slap your palm on top of it. Yep. Okay, ready? Okay, watch your fingers. Hold it up, everybody. That's it. Ready? Okay. Butts. Oh. Okay, hold on to it. Pull back. Lift her up. That's it. Ow. Oh, come on. Chest and triceps today, yeah? And we're going to start off with the flat bench. Okay. Then we'll do incline bench. Then we'll pull the bench out and we'll do some flat and incline dumbbells, yeah? And then we'll do some cable flies and then we'll do some triceps. So, when most people flat bench, okay, I don't actually encourage people to do flat benching with a flat back, okay? And the reason I don't do that is, in my opinion, it's actually it's a detriment to your shoulders. You can really hurt your shoulders if you don't do this correct. So basically, we flat bench, but we flat bench with a. Have you ever watched powerlifters how they have like an arch in their spine?
Yeah, there's some support from your lower back.
Yeah. So basically, they arch their.
Yeah.
Now, but by doing that and laying on a flat bench.
Okay.
There's a couple of reasons that people do that. One is when you're doing powerlifting, that you shorten the potential range of motion for a legal lift.
Yeah.
Okay, you see, when you see the women, particularly, that are incredibly flexible, and they kind of get themselves to the point whereby they do that. But the reality is that as long as it's a legal lift, it's a legal lift. Do you understand what I mean? So there are rules in powerlifting that your head and certain parts of your body, your feet must be on the ground, your butt must be on the bench. Your shoulders must be on the bench, your head must be on the bench. But the arch in your spine is there for a couple of reasons. The first reason is because it effectively lowers your range of motion. Yeah. Reduces your range of motion. It makes the lifting, in powerlifting terms, easier.
And go more heavy or something.
But it's also protective of your shoulders. Yeah. Why? Because you're effectively, if you think about it, you're actually benching with a small deep incline. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. So lay flat on the bench and set yourself up with an arch back. Have you ever done that? You know how to do that, right? Where you retract your scapula, you need to create the arch in your back. You know how to do that? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Let's just set up and see what you look like. So your butt needs to be on the bench, your head needs to be on the bench, your shoulders, yep. Now there's a whole bunch of ways that you can set yourself up for that, but effectively you've got an arch in your spine. That arch actually means that this bench is not flat. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if you're flat on the bench, then you're flat. But if you arch your back, like a powerlifter does, okay, that effectively means you're operating on maybe 10, maybe 15% incline. Okay. Okay? So this is not technically flat benching. I don't like people to flat bench. Okay. I like to use a small incline and a large incline. So anyone that's watching this, never do this. In my opinion, you should never do this on a flat bench with a flat back. You always attempt to make some degree of flexion in your spine, and the reason we're doing it is not to shorten the range of travel that you would in powerlifting, okay, but actually to create a small incline so that we're providing some degree of protection for our shoulders. Okay? Yep.
So the point like head touching and the
arms has to be on the thing, head has to be on the thing, you basically retract, and your feet need to be on the floor for the legal thing. Okay, so see I'm sure you're familiar with this, these grooves, now this is not a legal powerlifting bar, right? But these grooves should actually be set at a distance of 81 centimeters apart. And that's the distance that you have the maximum distance you're allowed to set your width for powerlifting move. Right? Now that doesn't affect us in bodybuilding, but in my experience that if you put your ring fingers on these slots, this finger here, sorry, okay. You might want to go a little closer. Let's just come in a little bit because you've got an unusual grip. Can you just lower this down one notch on the? Yeah, normally we would take that out because you don't want to hurt yourself. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. So just set yourself up like that. Set yourself up how you would normally do that. Okay, is that a normal grip?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool. So don't lift it up yet. Right. So basically, what we want to do is we want to set ourselves into position so that we basically have that arched spine by retracting our scapula. Yep. Do you know what I mean by that? Yep. And then basically, when we lift off, we want to make sure that our joints are stacked. Do you know what I mean by that? So the wrist joint and the elbow joint are stacked. Now, there is a discussion that people have that says basically you should bench with your elbows tucked in. Have you heard that?
No.
Okay. A lot of people will say that, but the reality is that is true for what we would call equipped powerlifting. So people in benching suits and things like that. For raw benching, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, so you want to keep your joints stacked, which means that your wrist is straight like that. Okay, you may even want to put on your wrist wraps. Do you normally bench with wrist wraps on?
Not really.
Okay, cool. Let's stick with what you're doing then. But as you lift it up, you don't want your wrist to come out of alignment. You want everything to be stacked up on top of each other. Okay. Okay, so just lift it up and just give me a set of like 12 or 15 reps as you would normally do for benching. And we'll count them out. Nice. Good. Good. Okay, so what I want you to do is, I don't want you to go quite to the very top. When you get to the very top, what you're effectively doing is unloading the muscle fibers and placing the load on the skeleton. Yeah, you're locking. Don't do that, because that's effectively unloading the fibers of the chest. Perfect. So it's a just shy of the top, just shy of lockout, because we're creating mechanical tension on the muscle fibers. Perfect. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Lovely. Completely stacked up here. That's exactly right. Okay, just put it up when you're ready. Okay. Did that feel normal for you? Everything felt like it was in place?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the things that I think I noticed was as you progressed through the set, your arch and your back tended to flatten out. I think you lost focus on the arch and you started to flatten down. Yeah? So what we're just going to put a little bit more weight on here, come up in the increments that you would normally come up. And on this set, all I'd like you to try and focus on is just say, okay, so once you get yourself in the position, try to hold yourself there, yeah? Would you normally come up with a 5 kilogram plate at that point, or how much do you normally bench at top set?
60 is 60K.
Okay, so that would be 3 plates aside. Okay, so let's put another plate, another full plate on, if you like. Okay, are you okay with that? Going up by a full plate? Yeah. And if you were to have 60 kilograms on each side, how many reps would you normally set yourself with that weight at top set?
My maximum is 4.
Okay, so you come down to about 4, right?
Yeah, but and then some supporting.
Some support. Okay, so we're not going to go that high. Let's see how we do with this. See if you can push out 12 for this minute. Just when you set your scapula, just try and hold that position. Arch your back, hold that position basically for the whole set. Yeah. Okay. And just like we talked about last time, basically what you do is you hold the breath throughout the whole movement, and then when you get to the top, you exhale.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Good. Good. Yep. Then look out all the way to the top. 2, 3. Nice. 4. Nice. 5. 6, good. 7, good. 8, good. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, rack it up. Nice work. Well done. Feel okay?
Good.
Okay, cool.
But now my mind like more focused on my back.
Does that feel different in your
Yeah.
chest when you put your scapula back?
For my feeling, like honestly, it make me more difficult.
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe my mind just concentrate on the arch or something.
Well, it's also not the way that you do things now, right? It's a normal way, so it's a normal stimulus, and you're probably applying tension to the muscle fibers in a way that they're not familiar with, so it will take a little getting used to.
Yeah, right.
When we finish this series of videos, we'll probably make some powerlifting videos to show you the difference between how we train as a bodybuilder and how we would train to lose maximum weight. So this is very much just hypertrophy training, creating a mechanical tension. This time when we finish this out, what I would actually like you to do is go all the way to failure, and I want you to put the barbell down, because I want people to see this concept of like, so this is how we stay out of trouble. Like if something goes wrong here, you don't need a spotter. You can walk away from this power rack because it's set up correctly.
By not hurting yourself, right?
Yeah, without hurting yourself.
Yeah.
So we'll just make sure there's a lockdown before we start. So do you want to put on another 5 kilos on each side? Don't go to the full 3 plate. I think that's more than enough for the purpose of the video, yeah? So the big takeaway from this here would be, I don't like benching on a flat bench with a flat back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's deleterious to shoulder health. I do like using flat benches, but you have to make sure that you're introducing an arch to your spine, which, you know, if you do it correctly, should be basically something like a 5 or 10% incline bench, what would look like on the lowest setting of a bench.
Right.
Okay. All right, so this set we're going to go all the way to failure, and then just put it down because I want people to see this concept of this is how you don't get hurt. Set yourself up so that if you go to failure, if you have a problem, you can walk away without injuring yourself. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, good. 10, okay, 3 more. 1, good. 2 more. Good. Better. You see what I'm saying? Like if you set it up correctly, you can actually get a proper. Like, you know what you said, like if someone is spotting me,
Yeah.
I actually don't like training with spotters, because unless there's someone that you work with regularly, what they tend to do is grab the bar at the wrong time. Like if you have a partner that you know and that you like working with and they're good at what they do, that's great. But most of the time, you're better off training like this on your own without someone messing with your fucking weight.
I feel like I can go to the.
You can just keep going until you can do it no more, put it down, then walk away from the thing. So slide out from underneath there.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
safe.
And then, and then just rack it up, just set it up again. We'll do one more set, yeah?
Yeah.
This, for anyone watching, I keep emphasizing this need to look after our longevity, don't get injured, don't tear muscles and things like that. It's a simple point, but I think it's a valid point. I see a lot of people training in situations where if something goes wrong, they're going to get hurt. You know, there's no way out. Like how many times do I see people on a bench where there is no safety stop? You know, and if something goes wrong, you literally just have to dump the weight and hope for the best.
You need me to same weight again? Or?
Yeah, we just want to put it up there. So why don't you grab one side and I'll grab the other side and see if we can manhandle it up. We should be able to do that.
He doesn't like the strong stuff.
I doesn't know.
Oh, really?
A little bit of gyno there.
Well, yeah, that, but it's separated.
Yeah.
So he doesn't like it. It's just how he was meant.
Yeah. Okay, last one. Okay, bring your feet underneath you a little bit, push them back towards the front of the bench a bit more, just a little bit. Come back a bit. Yep, that's it. And turn your feet out. That's it, cool, okay. Very nice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 6. Nice. 7. All the way. Go all the way to failure. Okay, down. Nice. Well done, buddy. Okay. I think that a lot of guys, especially with benching, they don't train to a close enough proximity to failure. Yeah, because they don't know how to get out from underneath it.
Also, motivate, worry about it.
Yeah, they have to worry about what's going to happen, if they fail. Okay, let's put this up. Let's do this again. Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. So what we're going to do now is just bring this bench up to 45 degrees. Come up again. Come up one more. Yep, up to that. Okay. And if you can take some of this weight off.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll then. Okay, we'll just come up a couple of notches here, a little higher for you. 2 notches up. Okay. Just slide that back in, get yourself comfortable. And now with this bench, this way set up, so here we don't arch our spine.
Okay.
This incline is doing that job for us. Okay. So as I said before, I'm repeating myself, but in powerlifting, there's 2 reasons for that spinal arch. One is to reduce the range of motion legally in a lift.
Yeah.
And 2 is to protect the shoulders. Because this effectively is protecting our shoulders, we don't have to, so we can put our back flat.
Already,
As soon as you come up, you can flatten your back out. Yeah? Okay, cool.
Gonna be yourself a lid today.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Smart move.
that's not, yeah, I guess that's, yeah. I didn't realise that, but I just pointed out an idiot. Okay. So bring your feet back underneath, your feet flat on the floor, flay your feet out, correct, yeah. And make sure you stack your joints. You understand what I mean? Yeah? Cool. Okay. All right, just go up and put it back up. Put it back up and rack it. Okay. What we didn't do is we didn't make an adjustment for these bars here. Okay. So we need to probably come up. So I would say that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Good. A little bit further down. Nice. Nice. Good. 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 Again, same thing, don't block out all the way up, keep the tension on that fibre, yeah? Good. 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 You feel connection there? You feel like, yeah? Yeah, good. Awesome. All right, so you understand what I'm saying about don't lock out at the top?
Yeah.
When you lock out at the top and you stack, we want our joints stacked, but we don't want the weight to be taken up on our skeleton. We want the weight to remain, the tension on the fibres will hold them in place. The moment you come all the way up, you effectively unload that fibre. Yeah? Okay. Let's just come up a little bit in weight. Maybe put a 5 on each side, yeah? That was exactly right. Yeah, you got as close as you could get to failure without having to rely on the safety bars. It's very good. Well done. Good. Feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Chest is a little bit less dramatic than the other body parts when you train this way. It's still very effective, but it's not as in your face. Wow. Right? Yeah. Okay, last set of this type, yeah. Nice, 1, 2, good, 3, 4, 5, good, 6, good, 1, good. Okay, good, that's good. Fatigue, fatigue.
Wow.
Okay, slide out from underneath there. Feel good?
Wow, it's so powerful. It feels like tight.
Yeah, okay.
That's great.
He has got quite a gap between his chest. I'm looking at that. That's interesting, isn't it? That's genetics, yeah. The way it's put together, yeah.
Sorry, you're gonna hate that that's on the video.
No, that's all right. That's how it is, right? Everybody's put together the way they're put together.
That's right.
You could put tissue on there, but you can't control the fucking genetics, yeah? All right, one more set. Let's do one more set because that was a good set. Let's see if we can get one more. I quite enjoyed that.
You enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like it when it hurts. All right, just roll this back up to where it was. One more. Okay. So how many is that? We did 3 sets of the flat, right? And that's 3 sets of the incline. So we'll do one more set. So that's 7 sets total.
Okay.
Agreed? Yep. And then what we'll do is we'll do 3 sets of the cable flies. And then we'll do some triceps with the premise of if we did chest and triceps together, very plausibly we could do that twice a week. Okay? So I'm not saying we will be doing it, but like for people watching, if they did chest and triceps, back and biceps, you mean, it's the kind of frequency where you might do that twice a week. So if we look at the total volume load here, we'd go, okay, so this will be 7 sets. The 3 cable flies that we'll do will be 10 sets. And if we did that twice a week, that would be a total of 20 sets for chest, which would be, in my opinion, about right for most people, yeah? Okay, how much did the last time? You 8, I think, when we put it down, right? 8, yeah.
Try.
Here we go. 1, 2, very nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, nice. 7, good. 8, nice. Good, well done. Very good, buddy. Ooh, very nice. That's all we need. Okay, let's just push that up and then we'll move on to the cable fly. I mean, I think everybody's done at some point cable fly with a D handle, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's just set you up with that, yeah? Just take up the weight, step forward 1 step out of the frame, and then just, and when you get to the thing when we convert to squeeze the chest muscle, step forward one pace, take the weight up, yep. Okay, can we manage that? You all right with that?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Push all the way down, squeeze together. Squeeze, that's it. Good. Squeeze. 2. Nice. Squeeze. 3. 4. 5. Good. 6. Okay, 6 to go. 6. Together at the bottom. 7. 8. Good. 9. Good. 10. Good. 2 to go. Good. Squeeze. Last one. Squeeze. Good. Well done. Well done, buddy. Okay.
Oh my god.
Just when you get to the bottom, I know you're trying. I can see you have it. We want to try and get those just before they touch. Yeah.
Okay.
Just that. It's maybe another ½ an inch. Just a little bit more. I know you're trying. I can see you trying to connect it. So that's good. Yeah. Squeeze that last little bit. Feel good, huh? It looks good under tension, doesn't it? It's like his chest looks. Yeah. Looks good. Okay. Take your time. Yeah. Have you got some water? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll fill that for you.
Really, it's killing me.
Yeah, it feels different, doesn't it? Yeah. It's not the same.
Okay, when you go down.
It's not the same. I'm very big into small things that feel different.
Motion, like.
Yeah, the way it moves. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody would have done D handles, like the steel D handle.
Yeah.
And the nylon strap D handle. Those feel different. Yeah.
Yeah, feel different, sure.
And very often, especially as I've said a number of times through this video, when someone comes along like you that's been training for 11 years, just the fact that it's a novel stimulus, it helps. Little thing helps, especially when you have limited equipment. The reason I like so many of these little things is we don't have room for a whole bunch of different machines, but small adjustments can change the way a machine feels.
Yeah.
And those change the way a machine feels. Okay, yeah, change it. It feels very different. Okay, here we go. Okay, squeeze all the way to the bottom. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Perfect. That's what we want. See if we can keep that. 2, 3. Good. 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 Come on. 3 to go. Good. 2 to go. Good. Last one. Very nice. How much do you weigh now? You leaned up a little bit this week. How much do you weigh this week?
97.6.
You come up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Half, but you actually look a little leaner. Yeah? Do you think he looks leaner or
I
not?
think he does, yeah. Especially every time we come here, maybe it's his lines.
I think he looks a little leaner this week. That's good. Okay, one more set. This last set will give us 10 sets for chest today. And as I said before, for a total, then if we did this twice a week, like a typical, I think chest and triceps is a classic push-pull kind of split.
Yeah,
and you do this twice a week, so this would be 20 sets for chest a week. In my opinion, that's an appropriate amount of volume load, yeah? And then we're going to do some triceps after this. 2, good. 3, good. 4, good. 5, 6, nice. Nice. Okay, try and control it, Good. Okay, well done. Good. Feel good? Yeah, feel good. Yeah.
Too nice.
You sweat good, huh? You got a good sweat on. Well done. All right, let's set up and do some triceps. Just take a break and I'll get you some resistance bands. So we're going to do triceps for the sake of the video more than for yourself.
Okay.
I wanted to just show a couple of different techniques. One is we're going to do rest pause progression. Are you familiar with what rest pause progression means?
No.
Okay. So basically, whenever we talk about progression models, in other words, volume load needs to increase over time, there are 4 different vectors or 4 different directions in which volume progression can occur. So the first would be better form.
Okay.
I think it's fair to say from the videos that we've been making so far, it's been obvious that we can lower the load and create models that create progression through making the exercise more technically difficult to do. Yeah? That would be better form. Yeah?
Okay.
The second dimension of progression would be adding weight to the bar.
All right.
Okay. The third dimension would be increasing the number of repetitions that we do in a set. So you might do 12, 13, 14, 15, more reps is a progression model. Yeah. And the last model would be basically increases in the number of sets that we do. Okay. More sets. Now, each one of those progression models has pros and cons. You know, good and bad. Yeah. I would argue that the challenge with adding more sets is time management. Okay, so there are a number of techniques like drop sets and supersets that we would do for time poor. I don't believe they actually provide a greater hypertrophic stimulus, but if you have a limited amount of time to train in, the idea of adding more and more sets, at some point you end up going, holy shit, like I'm training for 2 hours a day. So the premise of rest pause is that what we're going to do is we're going to do a set and then we're going to put the bar down, and before we wait for the full recovery time, we basically pick up the bar and then try to do another set, and what you'll find is that you won't be able to do the full amount of repetitions. You end up doing what's called effective reps. So you might get another 5 or another 6 reps before you fail again. So what we're doing is we're taking the premise of doing 2 sets, but by bringing the time together, okay, we're creating effectively the value of 2 sets, but by doing really 1.5 sets. Okay, so this is really a time management model, right? So in other words, if the progression model was, okay, I'm going to start at 4 sets a week, and then next week I'll do 5 sets, 6 sets, 7 sets, 8 sets. You can see how time runs away with it, right? But imagine if you did this, okay, I'm going to do 4 sets, and on the last set, I'll put the bar down when I reach failure. I'll wait for, say, 20 seconds, partially recover and pick it up and try and do another set. You're only going to get 5 or 6 reps, right? But it's a stimulus, which is a progression model, because you can kind of keep going, right? Also, what we're going to add to that is we're going to do some blood flow restriction. This is also called occlusion training. I don't necessarily like the word occlusion, but have you ever done this? Where you wrap your arms?
Bicep.
Okay, so just slide these on your arms, and set them. Let's just see if I can set them up for you. Okay, so typically what we'll do, we'll go the other way, so that we'll have the tab going out. Okay, and we want to set the tension on these things so they're even on both sides. Okay, and the whole point of this, it's not a tourniquet. It's just designed to, in a rather minimalistic way, occlude the venous flow, okay? So the flow of the blood back to the heart, okay? So you understand there's a difference between arteries and veins? So this is to a relatively small degree, just slow down the flow of blood in the venous flow. Let's just slide this one on as well. Okay, once they get in there, she's persistent. Can you just let her in? Oi, stop it. Settle down. That's okay, should be right. Okay, do they feel like they have approximately the same tension on each side?
Yeah, I think.
Roughly?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's just turn around. Let's put that weight, just choose the weight down to, let's say 12. Go down to 12 for me. I'm somewhat guessing on the weight we're going to need for you, right? Yeah. Okay, so now basically what I want to do is tricep push downs. Okay. When you get to the bottom, all the way out and lock down. Okay? But what we want to do is we want to go, just do as many as you can, and then when you're finished, we're going to put the bar down, take a 20-second break, do another 5 or 6, take a 20-second break, do another 5 or 6, take a 20-second break, and do it. So we'll do like 3 sets of rest pause. So the first set is all the way to failure. Okay, squeeze it all the way, that's it. Okay. Okay, all the way up, all the way down. Push it out the bottom, that's it. Good, beautiful, right. Good. Now you got the hang of it, now you got the groove. Good. Okay, so you should be able to get to maybe 15 here. See how we go. Good. That's it. Good. Good. Touch. Good. Okay, let's see if we can get another 3. See if we can get another 3. No, that's okay. That's okay. Put it down. Okay, so we want to wait now. We want to wait for about 20 seconds. Tash, come here. And then jump in, and you should be able to do another 5 or 6. And then we're going to repeat, and then we're going to repeat again. Okay, jump back on. Okay, another 5 or 6. So this is what we call effective reps or partial reps. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3, good. 4, good. 5, good. Okay, good. That's exactly right. So you're saying 5 or 6?
Yeah.
You okay? So take another 20 seconds and then bust out two more of those for me. Okay, let's go. Another 5. Good. 1. Good. 2. 3. 4. Good. One more. One more. Come on. Good. Okay. Good. Okay. Just come up 2 pins. Come up 2 pins for me quickly. Yeah. 2 pins. Okay. It's a little. Okay. Now we've got 1 more to go. Right. We should be able to get our full. I want to get your full 6 out of this. Okay. 1 more. Here we go. 1. Nice. 2. 3. Good. 1. Good. 2 more. 2. Good. 1 more. 1 more. Come on. 1 more. 1 more. 1 more. Good. Okay, take the bands off. You take the bands off. Okay, how's that feel?
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So what we've done is we've partially occluded or partially restricted is a better word, the venous flow. So the blood flows into the muscle tissue, yeah, and it is impaired on the way out by a small degree. Yeah. And obviously impact of that is the metabolic load just goes through the fucking roof, right? So this is a technique that you can use at very low loads, or you could use at these loads, and it's a technique that basically comes from the rehabilitation industry. It's developed out of Japan called Katsu training. Yeah. And it's a very, very good way to create enough hypertrophic stimulus with very low loads to maintain tissue mass. That's basically what it's for. But I found it's a very effective way of using as a hypertrophic stimulus as well if you raise the loads. It fucking hurts, huh? Yeah. All right. All right, let's see if we can get those bands on again and we'll just do another set. Exactly the same thing. Got some water? Yeah?
What yours is it?
Let me help you with give you a little trick to get on. So the key to this is making sure they're not too tight. It's not a tourniquet, yeah? And
not too tight.
Not too tight, just snug, yeah? And you need to have the tension of the bands basically the same. Do they feel roughly the same?
Quite.
Okay, cool. All right, just do exactly the same. This time we're going to leave it at 10. We started at 12 before. We'll come up a little bit on weight. So just start it there, yeah? Okay, so a full set to failure, 20 seconds and then rest pause. Good. 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 All the way up, all the way down. Good. 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 Very good. Okay. See how using that spacer bar allows you to bring your hands just slightly past your legs so you can get that last little extension?
So you can't maybe do a rope though.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of gets in the way sort of thing. You can kind of do it with a rope. The intention is there, but that just tends to work a little bit better with a spacer. Okay. So usually about 20 seconds and then we'll break another set. Okay, let's go. 1, good. 2, good. 3, good. 4, good. 5, good. 6, good.
Okay.
That's it. That's exactly where you expect to be. 5 to 6, yeah?
Wow. You're stuck.
Yeah. Don't wait too long. It's not full recovery yet. Okay, here we go. 1, good. 2, good. 3, 4, good. 5. No, that's it. Good. 1 more to go. Just come up 1 pin. Give yourself some relief here. Take the cuffs off. So you can see here the reason we would do something like this is it's a very effective time management tool. That's really what would take most people kind of like, that's minimum time, but you could probably think, fuck it hell, that feels like I've really worked my triceps, you know? So I wouldn't try to make the argument that was more effective than more sets. It's, in my opinion, equally effective, but it's very good time management. You know, so people that are time poor, or you know, like there's a like I got to get in and out of the gym in a short period of time. That, in my opinion, is like a very effective tool for those people. Yeah, time poor people.
Wow, that's pain.
Yeah, it hurts, huh? Okay, good. I'm going to measure your arms because I swear they're getting fucking bigger. I need to know.
The Victor Black Masterclass presentation is brought to you by